3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Tuesday. Hey! What's up, everybody? Puff and... Oh, look, it's Steph. Hi, Steph.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much. What about you?
Oh, nothing. Just don't have a lot of sleep in my house right now because there's a dog.
Because there's a baby. There's a baby
There
in the
is
house.
a baby. For those of you who have checked out the Puff and Steph Facebook page, there are many dog pictures. Posted some the day that we got him last week. I posted some over the weekend. He's awesome. I have no issues with him. I'm not annoyed by him. I have no problem taking care of him and taking him out in the middle of the night. It doesn't bother me. It just means I haven't got as much sleep. That's all.
Right.
It's not.
It's worth it.
Not complaining. Nothing. Just saying that's what's going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Oh my gosh, getting a new puppy is so exciting.
Steph has yet to meet him.
I know. I gotta meet him.
Which is shocking. I was like, I'll bring him to your work, and you're like, oh, they're kind of COVID strict, okay, so maybe we won't do the work thing.
No, I didn't say that. I could come outside and meet you. It just depends on what's going on that day and if I have time.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, no, you couldn't bring him in the office, but I would love to come outside and see him on City Island.
I can't believe I can't bring him in the office if I'm wearing a mask. What if I wear a hazmat suit? Will they let me come in?
I don't know.
I mean, good for them. I mean, I totally get it. I'm not picking on them at all. Your workplace. Yeah, everyone's got their precautions, and I can appreciate that and respect them. But, you know, I'm willing to do whatever to show off the dog.
Oh, me too.
I don't
I'm
have a
willing
lot
to-
of qualities
yeah.
that people want to see, but if I have a dog with me, a puppy, I become way more popular.
Oh, yeah, everybody does.
If I was to just come to your office right now, they'd be like, Puff, you can't come in. We like you, but you can't come in.
Right.
If I have a puppy in my arms, like, oh my God, Puff brought a puppy. All of a sudden, I become that much more popular.
It ups your popularity.
100%.
Big time.
100%. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. We're in the American Shaman of PA studio. Your mornings and workouts don't need to be sluggish. Get more energy and focus with CB Go. Try CB Go for only $15 at American Shaman of PA. So,
I need some of that in my life.
speaking of COVID, speaking of the pandemic, there's a lot of people who are like arguing, how did COVID start? Was it that bat or was it done in a lab? Do we know for sure now? I don't think so. But a new study tried to predict the animals most likely to launch the next deadly pandemic.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we're talking about it already. Yeah. Biologists at the University of Liverpool designed a prediction model that looked for potential hosts of virus strains already known to exist. Their findings, published in Nature Communications, one of my favorite publications,
Oh, yeah.
last week, came up with likely vectors such as the common hedgehog.
A hedgehog?
Yep. So if a hedgehog is running at you, run the other way because it'll give you hedgehogitis.
Do we have those around here?
I have no idea. The European rabbit.
Is that different than a normal rabbit?
Yeah, it talks with an accent. The dromedary camel. So a specific type of camel.
Okay, we're safe there.
Some primate species. So monkeys, apes. Here's the one where it's interesting. Domesticated pigs. So I have a couple people on my Facebook timeline who own pigs. Those could start the next deadly pandemic.
If they're like pets living in the house.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that do that. I've seen pictures.
Also, and this is going to make people really upset. Really upset. Are you
Great.
ready for this?
Yes.
Cats.
No. At least you didn't say dogs.
No, I don't know if I would have told you. I don't know if we would have done this story if dogs were a culprit.
No, I couldn't handle that.
They say these animals came up either because they're very closely related to species known to carry a type of coronavirus, or simply because they live among humans. Now, the study says this is no reason to demonize these species. So if you see someone walking their pig, don't be like, stupid pig. Like, don't be that, because there's no reason to think necessarily that pig is going to start the next coronavirus pandemic, but it can. Same with the cats. Like, if your friend has a cat, be like, hey, you want to meet my cat? Absolutely not. I don't want to meet your cat. Your cat wants to kill my grandma.
Wait, how are they measuring this and figuring this out?
These are just people smarter than us. They say that they came up with likely. Hold on. They looked at potential hosts. They say they pick these animals because they're very closely related to species known to carry a coronavirus, or simply because they live among humans. So, if a cat gets into something he shouldn't and he develops a virus and then scratches someone, boom. Travel restrictions, everything, all that good stuff.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just glad dogs aren't on
Right.
the list because that would ensue panic.
No, they say do not demonize these species. I have been demonizing cats forever.
A lot of people do.
I will continue to demonize cats. This doesn't change my dislike for cats at all.
This probably adds to it.
Not really. I didn't like him to begin with. I don't like him now. But, yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to have a pig. Not anymore. I'm not going to be the one. It's not going to be like Puff and his pig started the next pandemic. It's way too many peas. A Ukrainian man reported, a fictitious murder, hoping that police would plow his snow-covered road to arrest him. So he was upset. They hadn't plowed his road yet. So he called in a murder. He said he murdered someone.
Wait, he turned himself in?
Yes, and said where he was so that they would plow out his street and come and arrest him. The man called police on Saturday to tell them he had killed his mother's partner by stabbing him in the chest. He then also told police they would need to plow the road to reach him. Officers did not take a snowplow. They were able to get to the man's house in an SUV, where they immediately saw that the relative was very much alive. He confessed to making the fake call to get his street plowed.
Stop.
Here's the weirdest thing. Let's say I do that here. Let's say I did this, okay? Here in America. What do you think would happen to me?
I mean, there'd be some kind of punishment.
Right.
I
would
have no
get
idea,
maybe
though.
arrested, at least a fine.
Right, at the very minimum.
This guy got a fine. 3.5 euros. Do you know what that translates to?
I literally have no idea.
$4.30. This dude called in a fake murder, and they charged him less than $5 for false reporting.
First of all, what's the point of even charging such a small amount? But that's it?
That's all he got.
Wow. See, that just sets a bad precedent because people are like, oh, it's not that much to get in trouble.
Yeah, people are calling in fake murders all over Ukraine now.
Trying to get their driveways plowed.
Yeah, this guy, I would pay $4.30 to have my road plowed.
Yeah, same. That's not a bad deal.
It's
you have to
really
pay the neighbor kid like $20 to do it.
We don't have, we have a little, you see my house, we have a little walkway and a sidewalk. I literally paid a neighbor kid like $15 to do it.
Oh, you literally pay a neighbor kid? I was just using that as an expression.
Well, I don't, but they knocked on my door, and I was like, all right, little entrepreneurs, go for it. I kind of haggled with them a little bit, and I was like, all right, I'll see how you do. And yeah, they did a decent job.
Oh, no, that's nice of you. You know, it probably makes their day to be able to make some money.
Yeah, and I don't have to do it at all.
It's a beautiful
I can
thing.
continue to live my lazy life. I am worried about you leaving me for this. Do you know Ferrero Rocher?
Oh, I know. I know Ferrero Rocher. We know each other.
You know what? For Valentine's Day, I got you that dog sitting there.
Uh-huh.
Can you hold it up? People can't see it on
It's a
camera.
little doggy.
That was for Valentine's Day, and what does it say?
Oh, it says from a guy who wanted to buy you candy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy you candy because you're trying to be healthy. And
Right.
I was going to buy you like a little pack of Ferrero Rocher.
Those are so good.
But I didn't because you're trying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But they are looking for 60. This is a lot. 60 people to join their team of taste testers.
Ooh.
Here, there is one catch. You have to move to Italy.
Okay. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Italy. I've always been intrigued.
Would you move to Italy?
I don't think I could move there without like ever experiencing it. Like
Sure.
if I've been there and know my way around. Maybe.
Well, anyway, you guys can Google it. Ferrero Rocher looking for 60 taste testers.
That's a big team of taste testers.
It is.
Wow.
And again, they might be trying new stuff where it might be awful. I don't
Probably
really
not.
know, but yeah, you never know. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, a viral video. This is awful.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
I don't know if you've seen this video or seen any stories about this video or anyone posting about this video. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There is a TikTok video making the rounds showing a woman screaming at a Dunkin' Donuts employee. Have you seen this thing?
I have not.
She screamed at Dunkin' Donuts employee for giving her 12 of those Munchkin, like not the full donuts, but the little donut holes.
Oh yeah, they're great.
She ordered a dozen. They gave her 12, and she was mad. She was screaming at them, insisting that a dozen doesn't mean 12.
Stop.
A dozen means 50.
Oh, she's way off.
She is insisting. She insists that there are 50 donuts in a dozen. The woman is yelling at the employee, I need more, not 12, 50, 5-0. That's what she was screaming. And
I need more.
This is a grown woman insisting that a dozen is 50.
See,
not 12.
At first I thought you were going to say that she confused like a baker's dozen.
Right, what's a baker's dozen?
13.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's an understandable mistake.
Sure. She was off by like more than double. Like she was off by like quadruple.
That's horrible. And she really thought for that price that she was going to get 50 of them?
You have to watch this video. She is screaming at them, insisting that a dozen means 50. A dozen does not mean 12.
Poor employee.
Like, how do you I worked in retail and I worked in, customer service, both back in New York and here for a little bit even too. And they don't always tell you the customer is always right. They don't tell you that. They really don't anymore. But they do say be polite as possible. Always apologize. I've heard apologize even if you know the customer is wrong and try to help them on the right path.
Right.
Type thing. They don't say the customer is always right because it's not true. Most times the customer is stupid. But in this case, how do you act? Do you Google it? Do you Google how many is 12 or how many is a dozen? Then you show her that it's 12?
Because how do you approach it without coming off like you're being a condescending jerk? And this lady's obviously being a jerk, but if you're trying to be polite about it,
right?
No, ma'am, it's actually 12. And how do you prove it to her? You're right.
You got to Google it. You got to do something with it.
Wow, I feel bad for that employee.
Yeah, I absolutely do too. I need to know, and I need you to be honest, if this is true. A Duke University study analyzed data from 22,000 online daters. Big study.
That's a lot.
Okay, it's not 30 people, it's 22,000. They found that women put a premium on income and height when deciding which men to contact. For example, the study showed that a 5'9" man needs to make $30,000 more than a 5'10" man to be successful in the dating pool. We're talking an inch.
I was going to say that's not even that much. I thought you were going to compare like 5'4" to 6 foot. That's a big difference. But that's an inch.
Right.
Really?
So they're saying that an inch matters, and he needs to make $30,000 more.
So the shorter you are, the more money you need to make.
Right.
Or she's not interested.
Right. Wow. Now, you've done the online dating thing.
Unfortunately.
And I think I know you pretty well, too. You are not the type of person to really care how much a guy makes. Now, I say that with caveat. You do want him to have a job.
Absolutely. A stable job, a car that works.
You also don't strike me as someone who cares too much about height. I think it all boils down to you kind of want him to be taller than you.
Exactly. He has to be a decent amount taller than me.
Decent. So what are you, the 5'3", 5'4"?
5'3".
Okay. So you're 5'3", with a 5'5" guy? I mean, he's short, 5'5".
Yeah.
5'6"?
I think we're looking at 5'6" and above.
5'6" and above. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be too picky, but yeah, you got to be at least noticeably taller than me.
Like even taller than you when you wear heels.
That's the thing, because I want to be able to like go to nice events and wear heels, and you still be taller than me.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Get lifts, bro.
Yeah.
Get lifts.
But you're right about the money. Like at the end of the day, if you can support yourself,
Sure.
And you know how I am, and not everybody agrees with this. I want you to pay when we go out to eat and things like that.
Heck
if you
yeah.
if you can do that, that's fine. I don't need somebody with a ton of money. I'm not just saying
and
that.
I'm not even saying that they got to pay for you at the fancy places. They got to pay for you at like Denny's.
No, and at the fancy places also.
Well, it's not like you have to go to fancy places all the time. That's what I meant.
Oh, yes,
that's,
true.
That's what I meant.
True,
That's
true,
what I meant. And I want you to pay for the fancy places, and you got to bring your rose, and you have to rent a limo. No. Do you think? And I know you're going to be honest, and I think I already know your answer. Now this dating site that they're looking at is very open. If you know all this about a person. Again, I have never been on an online dating site, so maybe this is the norm. But is a 5'7" guy with a lot of money, maybe you can tell he has a lot of money by his pictures, more attractive than a 5'11" guy who you can tell doesn't have much money? Like, because at the end of the day, most people are like you, Steph. Most people, whether they want to admit it or not, believe in a little bit of the gender roles. They believe that a guy should pay. It's chivalrous. It's polite. It's traditional, but it's a good kind of traditional.
Yeah.
And some people, especially maybe if you've never gone through it before, if you've never been in part of a relationship with that, want to be wined and dined, it'd be nice if he just had money that he could take me on a carriage ride or something.
For no reason, yeah.
And have the money to do it. And then at the end of the carriage ride, he buys me the horse. So maybe not every time, but is a 5'7" guy with a bunch of money more attractive than a 5'11" guy with no money?
Honestly, at that point, if it would boil down to their other features, I couldn't pick just based on those facts.
Okay.
Because as long as he's, like I said, 5'6", 5'7", and above, we're good. And if he has a stable job of some kind, we're good. So at that point, it would boil down to like other things about them.
Gotcha.
Like mostly their emotional maturity, which we talk about all the time, because most people my age or 10, 12 years above my age don't know what they want and don't have it figured out. So it would have to come down to other factors. That's tough though. I feel bad for short guys.
Stuff got real right there real quick.
I'm just being honest.
A couple of furniture delivery guys in the UK were given access codes to a customer's home so they could unload while the customer was still at work. After the delivery, the customer received a text saying that the furniture was delivered. When she arrived home, she didn't see her new furniture. She called the store. They confirmed that the door code she provided worked, which means they must have delivered what was promised. The customer decided to do some digging on her own and found that her new furniture had been delivered to a home 3 doors down. The homeowner there was trying to figure out why there was a bunch of furniture in her house that she didn't order.
That's so confusing.
It turns out the two homeowners had the same door code.
Oh, that's so weird. What are the
I'm
odds?
sorry. Like, you've seen those doors, the one with the numbers on it,
Yeah.
right? Like, what's your door code, bro? Like 1, 2, 3, 4?
Right. Was it something super simple?
Was it like 4 ones? Just push 1 4 times.
0, 0, 0, 0. Right, because if it was any other combination,
Like, what are the odds?
that's so weird.
What are the odds? My wife and I think we're going to put one of those on our door. And we're absolutely picking a number that's so random.
Right, like your birthday or something. That's
No,
what I always
I'm not even
use.
going to do that.
I
That's
use
what
my birthday
always-
for everything.
All right, all of Steph's passwords are her birthday, everyone. No, we're going to pick a random number, and that's what we're going to use. Like, what are the odds of 3 doors down, that person having the exact same? And that's also the same house that they screw up on.
That's what I was going to say. It wasn't 2 doors down that they accidentally went to.
Right, and then you get home from work and there's new couches and it's like, oh, these are nice. What is Santa? Is Santa in the off season?
And that has to be so weird because they probably, assumedly, already had
Yeah.
a house full of furniture.
So now it's even fuller.
Can you imagine the confusion?
It's like people break into your house and put stuff in. They don't take stuff out.
right.
It's like a reverse robbery.
Right. What happened?
It's crazy. Coming up, I don't know how this happened, and it scares me. Good thing I'm not in this line of work.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
In Boston, there was this barber who, I don't even know how, accidentally stabbed himself in the chest with his own scissors.
In the chest.
Yeah, Steve Silva was cutting Max Cohen's hair last Friday when he tripped and fell on top of the scissors.
Oh, that's bad.
The customer said Silva was walking around the back of the chair. All of a sudden, he's on the floor saying, "Oh my God, I've stabbed myself."
And I quote.
He pulled the scissors out of his chest, which I don't think you're supposed to do. If you stab yourself, I think you're supposed to leave it in there.
Oh, there's Puff's tip of the day for you.
Yes. So, okay. So everyone, just so you know, when you stab yourself or you get stabbed, do your best to leave the object in, because when you pull it out, things can squirt. It actually keeps the blood like.
That makes sense, because if you pull it out, then there's like a hole for stuff to come out of.
Yeah. He was transported to the hospital. He's now recovering after emergency open heart surgery. The scissors had pierced through an artery. That's crazy.
No.
And we have no idea if Max ended up getting his haircut or not.
What if he was only halfway done with it?
Yeah. Like,
Max
sorry,
is looking like a fool.
Yeah, he's got half a haircut. They're like, what happened? He goes, you're never going to believe this.
I got a story for you.
This barber.
That's so scary.
You know, whenever you're working with sharp objects, and this is a good story, parents, you ever tell your kids don't run with scissors? Google this story. Boston barber stabs himself in chest with scissors. Google it. All right. His name again is Steve. Don't run with scissors. We're fine. Oh, really? And then show him the story with Steve stabbing himself. And they're like, he's a professional. He handles scissors every day. He wasn't even running.
Right.
This dude was walking and tripped and fell and stabbed himself and almost died.
That is scary. My best friend Elizabeth is a hairdresser. This makes me I've never worried about her safety at work before.
So do you know how you've told me that I'm a good gift giver?
Yes.
Okay. You hear this story. Your best friend in the world, besides me, is a barber. This opens up the possibility for a gift.
What could I get? Don't tell me, because she listens. I don't want her to know. It'll be a surprise.
No. You gotta guess. No, this is a game now.
Oh, you want me to guess what to get?
What do you get her?
Bulletproof vest. Yeah.
Very good, Steph. A bulletproof vest or a stab proof. I don't know if there's this scissor proof vest. Maybe some sort of like armor that a knight would wear.
That's
like
what I was picturing.
Chest plate of some kind. Like a Wonder Woman chest plate.
That's a good idea.
Watch out, Elizabeth. Christmas is going to be awesome this year. Awesome. All right, let's stump Steph. That's a good. You got your first question right. 90% of U.S. homes have this food in them right now. 90% have this food right now.
Is it dessert?
It is.
Ice cream. Woo!
Whoa! Someone is on the ball today.
Wow. That was quick. That was the first thing I thought of.
Okay. Try this one out. Studies show that when you reach age 35, you eat this twice as much.
Is it unhealthy?
No.
Oh. It is healthy. Or is it just like neither?
I mean, like most things, it can be healthy, but it can also be unhealthy. For the most part, when people think of this, they think healthy.
Is it a vegetable?
No.
Is it something you would have for dinner? Mm-mm. Breakfast?
Yeah, you could have this for breakfast.
What's the main meal that you would have it for? A snack?
I'd say breakfast or snack.
Okay. Is it protein?
There's protein in it.
It's not meat?
No.
There's protein in it. Is it a type of egg?
Nope.
Do you eat a lot of this?
I eat some. I have some in my fridge right now. I would wager a guess that you probably have some in your fridge. If not now, most of the time.
Is it like you eat multiple of them, or there's like one thing? Like, is it like a baked potato, a steak, or is it like potato chips?
It's usually one. Yeah, it's usually one thing. And notice where I said you might have it.
In the fridge. I did notice that. It didn't really help me a lot. Not a fruit or a vegetable?
It's not a vegetable, and it doesn't have to be fruit.
Yogurt.
There you go.
Yes, I love yogurt. You gave me bad clues. I always have yogurt in my fridge. You know how much I love yogurt.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong. You seem to go in waves. You're on yogurt kicks, and sometimes you're on cottage cheese kick.
I'm always on cottage cheese. How dare you? Cottage cheese gets no love, and it is a travesty. Are you serious? Oh, it's so good. And it's so, like, protein. It's so good for you.
Yeah, so is Greek yogurt.
I do. I love, you know what? You are right, though. I go in waves. But for the most part, I usually am eating yogurt at some point.
See, do you want to take back the fact that I gave you a bad clue?
I'm going to sleep on it.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's good. Cliffhanger to tomorrow's show. Is Steph going to be taking back her comment? Ooh, that'll get people listening. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.